D by Todd Farmer. Halloween 3D by Todd Farmer, Patrick Lucia. Based on characters created by John Carpenter. First draft, September 26, 2009. W.G. Addo, Dimension Films. Trancas Films. Note, open with an H1/H2 montage bringing story up to speed. Until we catch up to the following. XT. Abandoned Shack Nighters. Grainy footage from Zombies H2. All in 2D. Cops, choppers, lights, reporters, and Sheriff Brackett. Hint. Abandoned Shack Night. Edited footage from H2 builds to Laurie's stabbing of Michael until she finally rears back and sinks the blade into his face. Laurie scrambles back, breathes heavy, looks up, shocked. It isn't Michael, but the body of Loomis lying dead before her. Knife jutting from his face. Laurie turns her head slowly. Michael stands over her. He tilts his head, stares at the corpse of his doctor, then steps forward, removes his mask, slips it over Laurie's head. Next, Abandoned Shack Night. H2 footage of Laurie as she stumbles from Shack wearing the mask, falls to her knees. She takes hold of the mask. Laurie's under mask, POV. We see the world through Michael's eye holes. As Laurie removes the mask, the world floods with 3 dimensions. Over her shoulder, state police in assault uniforms take the shack by force. A medic and Brackett approach Laurie. She's covered in blood. Medic kneels, checks for wounds. Brackett. Laurie, can you hear me? Sweetie, can you hear me? Medic number 1. This blood isn't hers. Over their shoulders, assault officer Cooper Goodman, 30, leans from the shack. Goodman, Myers isn't in here. Brackett pops to his feet. Brackett, what do you mean isn't in there? That's impossible. Goodman, Loomis is dead. Brackett stares at Laurie, mouths the word, Laurie? Laurie tries to rub the blood from her hands. Laurie, I'm sorry. I was stabbing him over, and I thought, I didn't realize. I just kept stabbing him. Brackett stumbles backwards as if struck, his daughter dead. Laurie was his last thread to sanity. Deputies push Laurie to the ground, start to cuff her. Brackett, wait, just wait. Brackett turns, rushes into the shack. Into Abandoned Shack Night. Goodman and the assault cops gather around a huge hole in the wood planks. Their flashlights illuminate the dirt floor below as Brackett steps up. Goodman, crawl space. Brackett, he went down there? It's clear no one wants to find out. 2. Ext. Abandoned Shack Night. Deputies escort an uncuffed Laurie toward one of the cars as Brackett catches up. Brackett. Laurie, talk to me. He takes her by the shoulders, spins her toward him. Brackett. Michael killed Loomis, right? You're just confused. You've been through so much. Laurie stares, almost trance-like. Brackett releases her. The deputies take that as a sign to load her into the car. Brackett. No. He's losing it. Collects himself. Brackett. Put her in my car, please. The deputies change direction, cross to a different car, open the back door. Laurie remains distant, catatonic, then a sparkle. Her eyes shift. Laurie's POV. Michael stands just visible within the distant tree line. A floodlight from above, the kicked-up wind from a passing. Chopper as we blend to scan lines. 2D image. News camera POV. Ground level. Laurie is loaded into Brackett's back seat. As a newswoman steps into view. Newswoman. Police appear to have apprehended Laurie Strode, a.k.a. Angel Myers, although we're still not clear on the details. 3. More. We can only assume it has to do with reports that Michael Myers has returned and is responsible for at least 9 murders earlier this evening. Pull back to reveal in 3D. Inti, Red's basement bedroom night. Thumping music, foosball table, extreme sports posters, and a flat-screen TV that goes widely ignored as a result of the 2. Girls sitting on a threadbare couch, making out. Soft lips, the tease of a tongue, the caress of a hand. They are Kit, emo hot, and Amy, pretty, our hero. Move to reveal. Red, Amy's boyfriend, and Scott, Kit's boyfriend. Staring, dry-mouthed and erect. Scott, okay, enough. I'm starting to feel threatened. Red, I'm not. Somebody takes somebody's bra off. Over the boy's shoulders. Libby is sitting at a table, watching but more focused on scarfing down the pizza before her. She's chunky. Hobbs stands near, chunkier. Slice of pizza in one hand, a handful of crotch in the other. Libby notices, elbows him. Talks with mouth full. Libby, fine. I got the winner. Red and Scott, without looking away. No, Kit and Amy pull apart, laugh. The others join in. They are 17 to 18. Fun and full of life. Kit clearly turned on. 4. Newswoman, content. Kit, we should do that again when no one's watching. Amy, distracted, notices the breaking news report. Amy, yeah, we should. She crosses toward the TV, but Red grabs her in a big hug. Red, no. What we should do is go toilet. Paper coach Jezik's house. Scott and Kit break from a kiss with a unanimous Scott and Kit. Hell yes. They race for the door as Red nibbles Amy's neck. Amy, oh, all right. He rushes after Scott and Kit, Libby and Amy behind. Hobbs, wait! But I'm all turned on now. Libby at the door, TP in one hand, last slice of pepperoni into the other. Libby, I'm on my period. Hobbs considers. Okay. Libby tosses Amy the TP, then stomps towards Hobbs. Libby, fine, but I'm on top. Amy reveals the tiniest bit of revulsion, then bolts out the door as she does. We hold on the flat screen. On TV, Brackett crosses toward his cruiser as the news feed zooms. Match cut to 5. Ext, abandoned shack night. Brackett opens the driver's side door, tosses 2 large plastic bags into the front seat, pauses, yells, Brackett, I need that other shrink here, and lock this place down. I'm taking Laurie to the hospital. Into Brackett's cruiser night. Brackett puts the keys in the ignition. Stops. Turns to Laurie. Opens his mouth to speak. Nothing comes out. She just sits there. Blank, stares at the distant tree line. Brackett turns, stares down at the 2 plastic bags. Once holds Michael's knife, the other his mask. He starts the engine, pulls toward the road. Brackett, Laurie, darling, I want you to know, we're going to get through this. Through windshield, the cruiser pulls onto the main road. Brackett, I should have told you who your real parents were. I'm sorry. I'm so fucking sorry. He speeds up. Brackett, you're all I got left now, and whatever happened back there, well, it don't matter now. Not to me. I won't let them take you away. Laurie, Jesus Christ, would you shut the fuck up? Brackett turns, stares. Laurie's face is cold, her eyes black, emotionless. 6. Brackett. What? Over Brackett's shoulder, through windshield, Michael steps into the headlights. Brackett turns back to the road as Michael bursts through the windshield. Hands extended, fingers clamp around Brackett's throat. Michael's face in shadow, except his eyes, which lock with. Laurie behind the cage, separating the back seat. Brackett slams on the brakes. XT, tree-lined roadway. Night. The cruiser skids, veers and slams into a ditch. Michael rockets backwards out the windshield. In T, Brackett's cruiser. Night. Brackett bashes his face into the steering wheel. Laurie crashes through the dividing cage into the front seat. Brackett groans. Dazed. Laurie, barely conscious, wipes blood from her eyes as the shape moves past the windshield, circles the car, approaches Laurie's door, and rips it open. Laurie reacts to the bloody hand extended to her in silence. Her brother is giving her a choice. Brackett, no. Leave her alone. Laurie stares up into Michael's shadowed face. Sirens are approaching. Still they stare. Suddenly Laurie snatches the 2 evidence. Bags, Michael's knife, and Michael's mask. 7. Then takes her brother's hand. Brackett reaches for her weakly as XT, Brackett's cruiser. Night. Michael picks up Laurie, cradles her. She slips his mask over his head, wraps her arms around his neck, buries her. Face in his shoulder. Brackett struggles to release himself from his seatbelt. Brackett, no. Michael stalks into the tree line with his sister. Suddenly a spotlight pounds the area. The whir of overhead, choppers. A siren blips, then goes silent. Pull back to reveal. XT tree-lined roadway. Night later. Brackett's cruiser, ambulance, coroner's meat wagon, 4. Trooper cruisers. Chopper spotlights scan the tree line. Crime scene photographer peppers the area with strobes. Brackett sits on the ambulance tailgate. Medic number 2, dresses A, forehead wound. Blip from the same approaching cruiser. Brackett looks up, then motions medic number 2 away. Brackett, enough. I'm fine. Brackett crosses toward the stopped cruiser. As a trooper, opens the back door for Dr. Josie Blair, 30 and fucking hot. Brackett, Dr. Blair. Josie climbs from the back, clearly out of her element. Josie's fine. You're... 8. Brackett. Sheriff Brackett. Sorry for the out-of-bed call, but they tell me, next to Loomis, nobody knows Michael. Maya's better. Josie. Exactly, so why not get Loomis out of bed? Brackett. Loomis is dead. Josie stares. Brackett. Sorry, ma'am. I've had a fuck-awful night, so I'm not much on sugarcoating. Josie. Me neither. Loomis was a prick. Michael killed him? Brackett. Possibly. Michael has... Clears his throat. This isn't easy on him. Brackett. Michael has Laurie Strode. Josie. Possibly. Brackett. Did you hear me? He has Laurie. Where would he take her? Josie. He wouldn't take her anywhere. He'd kill her. He probably already... Brackett shakes his head. Josie. He killed Loomis, but he didn't kill Laurie. That doesn't make a beat, unless you think Laurie killed Loomis. 9. Brackett. Fuck kind of shrink, are you? Can't? You stay focused. Halloween's over. He's won, so where would he go? Josie thinks aloud. Josie. Jesus, if he didn't kill Laurie, then he must be... He's after something. What are we missing? Brackett. You think he'll go home? We've got people at both the Myers house and the sanitarium. Josie. He's got no reason to go to either. He's looking for something else. No, he's looking for someone else. Brackett. Who? XT Haddonfield Cemetery night. A wooded corner, forgotten gravestone. And Laurie. She's cold. Arms folded. Shivers. Her face pale, even in darkness. The weight of the world in her eyes. The clouds break. The moon appears. The name on the gravestone glows. Deborah Myers. The sound of a shovel hitting dirt. It's coming from a freshly dug grave. Another shovel. Strikes. Then it strikes wood. Laurie peers into the moonlit hole as Michael uncovers a coffin. With no hesitation, he pounds a latch. He stabs the shovel into the earth, takes hold of the lid, and yanks it open. And there's the white dress on a shriveled corpse. Brother, sister, and mom. Reunited. Thump. 10. Laurie jumps, spins. Something slammed into the ground a few feet away then. A rotten pumpkin comes sailing at us. Thump, and splats against Deb's gravestone. Oops, sorry. Red appears out of the darkness, drunk. Toilet paper in one. Hand, a rotten pumpkin in the other, which fumbles and splats. Red. Oh, shit. Amy, Kit, and Scott appear out of the darkness behind him. Also drunk and loaded with toilet paper. Red eyes, Laurie. Red. So what are you? He spies the open grave. Red. No way. He stumbles toward her. Laurie. Don't. Get the fuck out of here if you want to live. Red stops. The others gather around him, stare, then burst out laughing. Amy. Wow, we were just going to toilet paper a couple houses, but you are hardcore Halloween. Laurie glances into the grave. As she does, her face becomes more visible in the moonlight. Amy. Holy shit. You're Laurie Strode. 11. Red. Strode. Oh, yeah, you were on the news. Something about that book that just came out. Red moves toward the grave. Laurie. I said don't. Red. Holy shit. Red's POV. The moonlight illuminates Deb's white gown. Pulled back. Lips. White teeth. And if you know where to look, you can just make out Michael kneeling in the shadows, his hand gripped around the shovel's handle. Red. Oh, my God, you really did it. Who is that? Laurie. My mom. Say hello. Laurie steps forward and shoves. Red's arms pinwheel. He falls, leaps, tries to clear the hole, but slams into the side and tumbles into darkness. Amy. Red. Why would you do that? Amy shoves Laurie aside and rushes toward the grave as shunk! The sound of the shovel below then. The shovel swings into view. A mound of dirt. It's... No, not dirt. Red's severed head flies from the shovel. Head and thumps into Amy's chest. She screams. Close on Kit. As she fumbles for her cell. Eyes bulge. Dials 911. The shovel thumps to the ground next to the grave then. Michael effortlessly climbs from below. 12. Our kids scream. Stumble backwards. Kit. Into cell. Oh my God, somebody just... Thump. Michael stomps the shovel. It flips into the air. He snatches it, breaks the shaft with his knee, and flings the splintered halve. It spirals toward us. Shoo! Impales Kit's forehead, knocking her off her feet. Scott panics, hurls his armful of TP rolls right at Michael. They just bounce off the shape. Staring over their shoulders, Amy and Scott run. Until... Go fucking flam! They flip over a gravestone and crash onto their backs. Amy's head lolls back and forth, dazed. Her POV upside down. Michael steps up, silhouetted by the moon. On Michael, as he raises his foot and shoves the gravestone, Amy rolls to the side. Scott's POV. Too late. The marble rushes toward him. Thwack! Amy screams as his legs spasm beside her. She scrambles backwards, leaps to her feet, and turns right into Laurie.
Laurie, move. Amy backs away from her, right into Michael. 13. He spins her around, yanks her off her feet. His one exposed eye considers her. His hand slips his happy knife from his belt. Sirens the whir of a distant chopper. Michael raises the knife blade. It glints in the moonlight. A hand on his wrist. Laurie gently takes the knife. Laurie, no. They're coming. Another angle. We're looking into the open grave. Red's headless body is there, still pumping crimson in the moonlight. Suddenly Amy is flung on top of him. She screams and tries to scramble out of the damn box. Amy, no, please, why are you doing this? Laurie, I know you. Michael's boot shoves her back down. Laurie, no, you don't. Amy's POV as Laurie closes the lid on her. Amy, oh God, no. Darkness, just the hint of light from a crack. Red's headless corpse. Blood gluts out onto Amy. Panic, she shoves with all her might. The lid starts to open, then wham! Something heavy slams onto the lid. Wham! Again, wham! Amy screams and chokes on Red's blood in her mouth. 14. XT Haddonfield Cemetery Night. Laurie wraps Mum's corpse in a tarp. Red, blue lights strobe the tree line as a chopper's light spills into the cemetery as Michael and Laurie vanish into the forest. Mother cradled in Michael's arms. Another angle. State trooper vehicles jam into the lot. Troopers in tactical formation move into the graveyard. Cautious, the floodlights scan back and forth. They start finding bodies. On chopper, as it lands, Brackett and Josie get out. XT, Haddonfield, Cemetery Night. Josie looks nervous as shit as they move towards the open grave. She fumbles awkwardly with her loner tactical vest. Several headstones are piled atop the casket. Josie turns, scans the trees, takes a few steps. Brackett is quick to catch up to her. Brackett, what's the matter with you? Don't wander off. Josie's POV, Laurie stands within the murk of the tree line. They lock eyes, then Laurie breaks gaze and steps back into darkness. Josie, oh God, she's not a hostage. She's with him. Brackett, no, see, that's not. 15. Goodman, OS. Sheriff, over here. Brackett and Josie return to find Trooper Goodman sliding into the open grave. He leans close to the casket. Brackett, what is? Goodman holds up a hand, and they hear it, pounding from within the casket. Brackett, someone's in there. Get those damn headstones. Josie grabs Brackett's arm. Josie, he did this to slow us down. Brackett, trust me. He's not that smart. Josie, is that right? Everyone who didn't think him that smart is dead. We have to go after him now, or we'll lose him. Brackett turns to two of his troopers. Brackett, Norris, Goodman, whoever's in there. Get them out. Rest with me. And you two. Medic number 1 and number 2 stare. Brackett, one of you, come with us. From inside the coffin, Amy's pounding and screams are getting more and more frantic. Brackett, I said, get her out of there. God damn it. He moves towards the tree line. Josie and the men follow. 16. And McCready Dam water spillway night. A rectangular cave twists towards the river gorge. Several runoff pipes feed into it. Rats scramble away as Michael splashes into view. Mom's corpse cradled in his arms. Laurie follows. Michael's big-ass knife in hand. Makes her look tiny. But her eyes say, fuck with me and die. Keeps checking behind her. In the distance we hear sirens. Laurie stops, stares behind her. Stares at the knife. What the fuck is she doing? What the fuck has she done? Looks like she might be sick. Michael stops, turns to her. He places mother on a dry sand deposit. Moves towards Laurie. Laurie backs away. Fuck. Her survival instinct kicks in. Will her brother kill her after all? Michael grabs her roughly. Snatches the knife from her. Flashlights play across the curve of the storm tunnel. Voices, shadows. Michael shoves her away from him. She trips over mother's body. Rats scatter. When she looks up, Michael is gone. Laurie spins. The voice is just around the bend. The flashlights are closer. A beam illuminates a set of narrow concrete steps leading above ground. Laurie takes a step, hesitates, decides. She turns toward the approaching hunters as Brackett rounds the corner. He stops at the sight of her, lowers his gun. Brackett. Laurie? Where is he? Laurie says nothing, just stares. 17. The other troopers approach, weapons aimed. Josie eases. Between a trooper and medic number 2. Stares. Josie. Laurie?
Laurie, I'm Dr. Blair. I used to work with Dr. Loomis. Can I talk to you, please? Laurie, why? Why would Michael leave me here? I'm alone now. Brackett, alone. Laurie, that son of a fuck, kill. Josie steps past Brackett. Josie, you're not alone, Laurie. I'm here. Sheriff Brackett is here, and we know that none of this is your fault. Laurie's agitated, maybe dangerous. Laurie, it is my fault. Michael's my brother, my family, my blood. Loomis knew. I've been going mad and never understood why. Troopers are ready to take the shot. Josie's blocks them. Josie, Laurie, you're not like Michael. You've experienced trauma. You need help. I can help you. Laurie looks past her to Brackett and the armed troopers, all ready to blow her out of her fucking shoes then. Michael materializes out of the shadows behind them. Brackett, Laurie, sweetie, let us help you. Laurie shakes her head, dread and acceptance. Laurie, my name isn't Laurie. It's Angel, Angel Myers. And Michael Myers is my brother, 18. Michael drives the knife through the skull of the rear. Trooper. He jerks the trigger in his death throes, blowing out the leg of the trooper in front of him. The others jerk the space narrow. Shotguns blast. Michael slashes. Mass confusion, screams, panic. Laurie bolts. Josie takes off after her. Brackett. Wait, Doc, don't. Brackett trips over Mother's corpse, spins, stares. His men scream from the strobe-lit darkness. Michael rips them to shreds. Brackett rises, aims, not at Michael, but at Deborah's body. Brackett. Michael. The shape smashes a trooper aside to see Brackett as he unloads shotgun blast after blast into Deborah's corpse. Michael's whole body reacts. Oh, you fucking did not. Michael charges him, still holding one of the troopers. Brackett fires, but the shape swings the trooper at him, knocking Brackett off his feet. Michael kneels over Brackett and slams the knife blade into Brackett's shoulder, twists the blade. Brackett screams. Michael's gonna make him pay. Then Laurie, OS. Angel, wait. Michael's head jerks toward the sound, then rips the knife, free, and vanishes into the darkness. XT Haddonfield Cemetery, open grave night. Trooper Norris and Trooper Goodman sweat profusely as they shove against the remaining gravestone. 19. Goodman. Hang on in there, you hear me? No reply. Goodman. Fuck, hurry. They cry out in unison as they give one final shove. The stone crashes onto the pile. Goodman throws open the coffin, and Amy bursts out of it, her face and body covered in her boyfriend's blood. She gasps for air, flings her arms around Goodman's neck. He holds her. Amy's whole body shudders, racked with sobs. Goodman, it's okay, I've got you. It's over. It's over now. Into McCready Dam water spillway night. We are literally looking at the light at the end of the tunnel. An open gate. Moonlight spills in. Laurie races past our view. Josie, OS. Angel, please. Stop. XT McCready Dam scenic drive night. Laurie bursts out of the spillway into the night. Josie is right behind her. As Laurie scrambles across the road, Josie tackles her. They roll. Josie ends up on top, pins Laurie's arms. Josie, listen to me, damn it. Over Josie's shoulder. We hear it before we see it. Running. Then Michael explodes. From the spillway. Josie jerks around, but it's too late. Michael slashes Josie across the back with such force the vest rips open. Blood spurts as she is flung to the side of the road. 20. Michael looks down at his sister, offers his hand. Laurie tilts her head, conflicted, then takes it. XT. Haddonfield Cemetery ambulance night. Medic number 1 and Goodman load Amy into the back. When Goodman tries to pull away, Amy won't let go of his hand, locks eyes with him, pleads. Goodman, gonna be okay. I won't let anything else happen to you. He looks up as a medic number 1 climbs behind the wheel. Good man. Let's move. Trooper Norris nods to Goodman and closes the door as the engine turns. XT Haddonfield Cemetery night. The ambulance tears out of the parking lot. XT McCready Dam scenic drive night. Josie's in bad shape. Blood spills out beneath her. She looks up to find Laurie staring down at her. Michael steps close. Laurie looks down. Michael is offering her his knife. She takes it. He gestures toward Josie. Finish her off. Michael backs away. Laurie considers then. Lights. The ambulance. Brakes lock right behind them. Laurie turns as Koof wham. Laurie is catapulted through the air. The ambulance power skids into a 180. 21. NT ambulance back night. Goodman and Amy cling to each other. XT, McCready, damn scenic drive morning. Michael watches as Laurie tumbles down the asphalt and slides to a stop. The ambulance rocks to a halt, 10 feet from a guardrail overlooking the dam. NT, ambulance cockpit night. Medic number 1 gasps, cranes around to see Laurie's body, broken but breathing 10 feet down the road. Medic number 1.
Oh, God, we hit some.
He starts to open his door when Michael steps into view and punches the knife through the glass into the driver's slack-jawed yak. Into ambulance, back night. Goodman pulls his hand away from Amy, draws his gun, takes aim. Michael is already gone.
Amy? No, it's him. It's him.
Goodman shushes her, then thumbs his radio. Goodman, quiet, intent. Brackett, got eyes on Myers. At the turnoff to McCready Dam. Int Trooper Norris's cruiser night. Still parked at the cemetery. Norris grabs his mic. Norris, Goodman, still no word from Brackett or the 22. Suddenly, a bloody hand slams on his windshield. Brackett, hurt, bleeding, but alive and pissed. Int, ambulance back night. Amy stares with big scared eyes. Goodman lowers the mic, takes her hand. Medic number 1's choking stops. He goes silent. Goodman aims his gun toward the back door. Amy white-knuckles his hand. Tears streak her bloody face. He eases between her and the closed doors. Gun aimed, hand shaking slightly. It's quiet. Fuck quiet. He reaches for the door. Slowly, then, Amy, please, don't go. He turns to look at her, nods. Then, Kafwan. The back door rips open. Michael lunges. Goodman takes aim. A joust. Gun fires. Knife thrusts. Both are hit. Michael in the shoulder. Goodman's forearm slashed. Goodman grabs Michael's knife wrist. Michael grabs his gun, wrist. They grapple. Michael slams Goodman's hand against the bench. Gun fires. The bullet severs a valve from an oxygen tank. Sparks. The tank ignites like a vicious blowtorch. The gun drops from Goodman's hand, falls out the door, and skitters across the pavement toward Laurie's lifeless body. Amy struggles to free herself from the gurney as flames climb. The wall beside her. Then brute strength wins. Michael forces the knife blade slowly into Goodman's thigh. 23. Goodman armed. Michael yanks the blade free, slashes Goodman from right, shoulder to left hip. The gurney tips over as Amy frees herself, scrambles toward the cab, crawling low under the flame, licking the ceiling. Michael heaves Goodman to the pavement and scrambles after. Laurie. Fire bites at his right side. Amy climbs into the passenger seat, fumbles with the door. Michael lunges for her, wedging himself in the passage to the cab as he grabs her ankle. Amy screams, "Exed! McCready damn scenic drive night." Tires screech. Headlights appear. Norris's cruiser flies around the blind bend. Into Norris's cruiser night. Through windshield. The front end of the ambulance. Brackett. Jesus, look out. Norris cuts the wheel. But it's too late. Into ambulance night. Michael's mask begins to bubble. The beard beneath ignites. He doesn't scream, but his body quakes from the pain as he continues to yank Amy violently. Goodman jerks the passenger door open, grabs Amy, yanks her free. XT, Norris's cruiser, night. The cruiser slams into the front of the ambulance, causing it to rocket backwards. The gurney's backboard blasts through the ambulance. Windshield, 24. Into Norris's cruiser, night. Norris shields his face as the backboard tears through the cruiser windshield and splats him. XT, McCready, damn scenic drive night. The ambulance, with Michael still wedged and on fire, explodes through the guardrail. XT, McCready, damn night. The airborne ambulance rushes at us first. We fly up and through the back doors to Michael trapped and on fire. Within, his mask melting around his face, ending on a massive close-up of his black, soulless eye. And Norris's cruiser night. A Brackett snaps conscious. Through windshield, the ambulance is gone. Smoke hisses from the cruiser's engine. He glances over at Norris. The backboard is where his head should be. Blood pumps down his shirt. XT McCready, damn scenic drive night. Brackett stumbles from the cruiser, dazed, starts toward the destroyed guardrail. As he approaches Laurie's twisted body, he slows. Brackett, no. Goodman, OS, Sheriff. That snaps Brackett out of it. He turns as Goodman and Amy collapse near the broken guardrail. As Brackett moves toward them, Laurie's arm flies straight up into the air. Startling. Brackett, 25. He never saw Goodman's gun in her hand. Laurie shoots Brackett in the face. He takes 2 steps, then drops to his knees, falls to the ground beside her. Laurie's arm falls to her side. Her eyes stare skyward. Blood seeps from her ears. Her eyes close. Fade to black. Fade up on XT Burton Rehab Wing Day Est. Groundskeepers rake leaves in this peaceful picture. It takes a careful eye to notice the bars on the windows. Painted a lovely shade of pink. Title card. J. Burton Rehabilitation Wing. .36, 2 days later. Int. Burton Rehab Wing. Occupant room day. We pull down a long white hall. A girl, hair in her face, sits on a bed, eyes blank. Fuck. It's Laurie, alive. A door opens. Desmond Lee, 25. Orderly enters. Laurie keeps staring, but not at a long hallway. She's staring at a wall right in front of her, covered in the same sort of mask drawings Michael had so many years before. Desmond. Hey, where's my smile? No answer. Desmond scans the wall. Desmond. This one's new. What's it mean? Pull back to reveal. The drawing of a woman in white next to a white horse. Laurie. I don't want to go. Desmond. 6 months in traction. Another 6 learning to walk? Figured you'd hate this place by now. 26. Laurie. I'll miss fucking you. Desmond looks nervous. His eyes jerk toward the open door. Desmond. Right. Yeah. Me too. Laurie stands, reveals her packed bag, throws her arms around him. He steals a look. No one watching. Kisses her. Cut to a giant aquarium. Fish float before us as Josie's face appears on the opposite side of the glass. The fish dart for the surface. Another angle reveals, hint, Dr. Josie Blair's office day. Deep browns and greens. Earthy, solid, grounded. A giant fish tank fills the back wall as Josie sprinkles food within. Amy steps next to her. They stared at the fish. Amy, will I ever find that kind of peace? Josie, a beat. Probably not. Amy, wow, you're the best shrink ever. Josie, Amy, most people don't survive half the trauma you've experienced. Amy, you did. You were there. It hasn't taken you a year to recover. Josie, we all deal with trauma differently. There is no right or wrong. I know you've had to fight episodes of every kind, but you did it. You're a survivor, Amy. God, I hope so. That night, 27, Josie, is over. Just remember that. It's over. Michael Myers is dead. He can never hurt you again. Amy, right. Can I say bye to the girls? Int. Burton Psychiatric Common Room Day. A flat screen hangs from the wall. Mo beats the shit out of Larry and Curly. Several girls watch. Others color. Some drool. Kibner, a white-haired doctor, scribbles on a clipboard as he kneels next to a drooler. Our focus is on Margot, 17, Rabbit, 19, Cat, 16, and Gina, 18. Gina, I don't get it. They let us watch. This, but not SpongeBob. Cat, SpongeBob is clearly OCD. Gina, Mo just hit Curly with a hammer. Isn't that worse? Are we not fragile to the influences? Dr. Kibner. Thank you, Miss Gina. Enough. The white-haired doc approaches. Margot, she's right, though, Dr. Kibner. Mo clearly has anger issues. He should burn the other two and be done with it. Rabbit, I'd rather watch porn. Gina, you mean if you weren't a virgin? Rabbit, oh, Gina, I'm very sexually active. Gina, Dr. Kibner, I'm uncomfortable with this level of violence on the television. 28, Dr. Kibner, I grew up with the Three Stooges. Miss Gina, do I look violent to you? Reason you're all so uptight is that society has taken away all your outlets, stolen your ability to distinguish right from wrong on your own, tell you what to think, what to watch. Thus, when faced with a life choice, you looks to Gina, paper cut your arms, to Margot, or play with fire, to Rabbit, or talk sex nonstop, to Cat, or worse. You girls have lost the ability to make a simple decision. Gina, then I have decided I'm with Rabbit and would rather watch some fucking on the television. Show of hands. Nearly every hand goes up, including some droolers. Gina, doctor? Kibner frowns and walks toward the exit. Gina, maybe if your Three Stooges fucked more, you wouldn't be so uptight about it. Kibner stops as Amy and Josie appear in the doorway. Gina, get your ass in here, bitch. The girls leap to their feet with a resounding, "Amy!" All five collide in a giant embrace. Amy, "I'll come visit every week." Margot, "Bring me some matches." Gina, "Fuck visit, you gather your homeboys and butt us out." 29. Dr. Kibner, all right. Let's get you signed out, Miss Amy. Come. One final giant, heartfelt, tear-filled embrace. XT Burton Facility parking lot day. A shit sedan pulls into the lot. Goodman exits. Checks his watch. Moves toward the entrance with a limp. Stops. Goodman. Shit. Fuck. He spins, limps back to the car. Retrieves a box of chocolate and a stuffed elephant. N.T. Burton Psychiatric Main Hall Day. Kibner and Josie escort Amy toward the office wing. Dr. Kibner, you'll likely get bombarded, one. You're out there. Media, TV, movies. Don't let them run you over. Tell them to kiss your ass if you like. And don't forget we're just a phone call away. You understand? Amy stops suddenly. Kibner and Josie stop, turn. Dr. Kibner, what's wrong? Amy stares between them. Her face pales. Her POV, Frank the orderly and orderly Linda, escort Laurie from the rehab wing. Laurie looks up, sees Amy, and stutters to a stop. Laurie's face reveals a kaleidoscope of emotion. Shock, confusion, guilt. Amy stares up at Josie, almost pleading. Amy, why? Why would you do this? To Kibner. Some sort of sick test? 30. Kibner's baffled. Then Josie sees Laurie. Josie. Oh, shit. Amy leaps. She cold cocks Laurie before Frank or Linda can react. Amy darts between them and kicks Laurie in the cunt. Laurie goes down. Amy dives on top of her. Another angle as Goodman turns the corner. Suddenly rushes forward. Goodman. What the fuck? Frank manages to pull Amy back. Linda kneels next to Laurie. Her nose and lip bleeds. Dr. Kibner. Jesus Christ, Josie, you said she was ready. Frank struggles to hold the wildcat that is Amy. Goodman. Fuck were you two thinking? You keep them apart for a year, and the day Amy gets out, you put them face to face. What the hell? Frank can't hold her much longer. Frank the orderly. Hey, little help. Goodman rushes forward, wraps his arms around Amy, whispers in her ear. Goodman, it's okay. Amy, it's okay. Stop this, please. She calms a little as Josie removes a syringe from her pocket, pops the safety cap, and administers the shot. Amy reacts instantly. Fights. Then the juice takes effect. She calms. Goodman collapses with her, holds her. He turns his glare on Josie. 31. Goodman. What the hell? Josie. Coop. It was a mistake. Close on Amy. Her vision blurs. Her eyes lock with Laurie's until distortion and darkness fade up on XT Halloween store. Back parking lot dawn. A piece of shit car pulls up, parks. The radio blares. DJ VO. Don't forget, folks, the great pumpkin dance at Pliskin Park. Halloween night. That's 2 days, people. The engine shuts off. The DJ goes silent. Clark, 17, climbs from the car, slams his door. His side view mirror snaps off, falls to the gravel. Clark, son of a, into a Halloween store, backdoor dawn. Clark enters, stares at the mirror, at the attachment arm. As he wanders into the store, the door behind him doesn't. Latch slowly eases open. The store itself is decorated for Halloween and is a disaster, zone from the night before. Suddenly, a hideous mask is thrust in Clark's face. Wilson. Wah! We may jump, but Clark looks up blandly. Clark, I need some glue, shithead. Wilson, 19. Shorter than Clark, lowers the mask and frowns. 32. Wilson, I'm your boss. You can't talk to me like that. Clark, then why don't you fire me and you can restock the shelves yourself? Wilson, start on aisle 6. I've already laid out all the boxes. Inti Halloween store, aisle 6 dawn. Clark wanders up the aisle. It's a mess. Costumes and props everywhere. There are several boxes in the aisle. He flips the flap on one. Scream masks. He checks them all. Gorilla masks, Frankenstein, goblins, etc. Clark turns toward the mask shelves. Disaster, but one mask stands out. White. Emotionless. A familiar classic. Clark eyes the open boxes. None of them are like this one. Clark, Wilson, what about this white one? There's only one left. Wilson, OS. Chunk it, they've been discontinued. Clark sits his mirror on the shelf, picks up the mask, stares at the face, slips it over his head, checks himself in the mirror. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. and a distorted view of the mask, and of something else. A shape steps up behind him. Clark turns, looks up, slowly, fumbles for the mask. As the shape pries the side view mirror from Clark's hand, Clark removes the mask and his face reacts with shock. Clark, Jesus, what happened to your... 33. Wham. Clark goes down. The mirror keeps slamming into his face, driving at us with each hit we see Clark getting. Bloodier and bloodier in the cracking reflection. Dissolve, too, into Halloween story aisle 6 later. Close on the cracked, bloody mirror as cops dominate the reflection. One leans in, takes picture after picture. On the flash, Goodman enters the crime scene. Looks from the dead, 17-year-old. Then to the wall of masks in the aisle behind him. Hold on, Goodman's face. Taking in the implications. XT, Haddonfield State Police Station, Day Est. Business as usual. INT, Investigative Division Day. Close on a photos of Clark's mangled body. Pull back to reveal. The investigation wall. A high school photo of Laurie Strode. A crime scene photo of her lying in the road after shooting Brackett. A large drawing of Michael Myers with H2 mask. Assorted surveillance. Photos of Michael, security cameras. Around each crime, scene photos depicting grisly death after death, and scattered throughout, several throwing darts. Move to reveal. Goodman as he places a red stick pin into a large city map. There are already 8 or 9 red pins over his shoulder. Lieutenant Sherman approaches Goodman's desk, stares. A photo peeks from a manila folder. He pulls it. It's Michael Myers, like the still from Patterson's Bigfoot film, a blurry glimpse. 34. Sherman glances at a framed photo on the desk. Goodman and a couple other GIs in desert combat fatigues. There's also a simple brass urn, Deborah Myers, printed on the label. Sherman frowns, face fills with concern. Sherman, you're a good cop, Cooper. Goodman doesn't turn, stares at his wall. Goodman, brass think I'm crazy, don't they? Sherman glances at the urn. Sherman, you've got a serial killer's dead. Mother on your desk. Goodman turns. State was going to stick her in Shady Pines Cemetery. Sherman? Oh, well, pardon me. A shithole compared to this place. Rest in peace, Toots. Goodman. Myers killed 3 kids digging her. Up the first time. How many you reckon he gets the next? Sherman. Myers is dead. Goodman turns back to his map. Sherman. They found that ambulance wedged against the water intake at the... Damn. If he survived the burning, the drowning, then his body was sucked through the turbine. He's gone, Coop. Fish food. Goodman gestures to his investigation wall. Goodman. 9 murders in the last 12 months, and 1 this morning, all unsolved. 35. Sherman. And all unrelated. Sherman moves from one photo to the next. Sherman. All different motives, different causes of death. Hell, we got the guy did this one. The husband. Good man. That one's circumstantial, and you know it. Myers is back, and he's building momentum. Sherman, Myers is dead. That's nothing more than a map of coincidence. Goodman grabs a red marker, points to the first pin. Goodman, Elizabeth Soley, November 7th. He draws a line to the next pin. Goodman, Victor Wong, January 23rd. Draws a line to the next. Goodman, Nancy Souls, March 12th. He stops talking, keeps tracing his line, forming a circle, no, a spiral. Round and round to the last pin. Goodman snatches a throwing dart from the board. Goodman, coincidence? You're sure about that? The visual is strong. Goodman has his attention. Goodman steps back and tosses the dart. Bullseye at the center of the spiral. Sherman, what's there? Goodman, J. Burton Psychiatric Facility. The nut house holding Laurie Strode. 36. In T, Dr. Kibner's office day. The big room is designed to be comfortable, which, of course, it isn't. Laurie sits in a leather chair, too big for her. Kibner and Josie sit near. Dr. Kibner, look, before we close, let's touch on that night, that last night. Laurie, the night I killed my brother. Dr. Kibner, you remember killing your brother. Laurie, do we have to talk about this? Dr. Kibner, best to get it out. Laurie, I remember, but it's like it wasn't me. Like someone else was. There. In my head, looking through my eyes. It got cold. Josie, cold. Laurie, so cold it hurt. Physical pain. Is that possible? Because there was fire, too. Behind my eyes, a burning pit of rage eating at my brain. Somehow I knew the pain would stop if I just let it burn. Just let it out. So I took the knife and it was still cold. Damn cold, but the pain went away. Kibner and Josie exchange a glance. Dr. Kibner. Then what do you remember? Laurie, hitting the pavement.
Fucking ambulance. More pain. Real pain, though. Fuck pain. And Michael was there. He was in a rage. 37. Dr. Kibner. Michael was there? But you killed Michael in the shack. You stabbed him? Laurie. Yeah, in the shack. No, I shot him. On the road. Dr. Kibner. So it was Dr. Loomis you stabbed in the shack. Laurie. You mean Michael? Laurie is clearly getting upset. Wrings her hands. Josie, maybe we should stop. Dr. Kibner. On the road. You were hurt. Tell us what happened when Sheriff Brackett approached. Laurie. Lee. He wasn't there. Was he? Flashback. XT. McCready Dam Scenic Drive Dawn. Laurie lies on the road. Bleeding. Broken. And Michael is approaching. Out of focus behind her. She fumbles to get away, but she's too damaged. Instead, her hand finds Goodman's service weapon. Fingers spider the gun into her grip. Michael walks right next to her. Stands over her. Turns back to look at her. Lifeless eyes. The torn mask. Laurie, with every last ounce of strength, raises the gun. Shoots Michael in the forehead. Her brother falls back. Dead. End flashback. Laurie wrings her hands. Shifts in her chair. 38. Laurie, I killed him. I killed my brother. I stopped him from every hurting. Anyone else again. Tears streaked down her cheeks. Dr. Kibner. No, Laurie, you shot Lee Brackett. Laurie, I shot Michael. Josie, stop this. Dr. Kibner. Who? Who did you shoot, Laurie? Laurie, my brother. Dr. Kibner. See the truth, Laurie. Who did you shoot? Laurie, please, don't. Josie, Dr. Kibner. Dr. Kibner. Come on, Laurie. You know what you did. Admit it. See the truth, or we can't help you. You murdered a man who was only there to help you. To protect you. Laurie cracks. The scales fall away. She howls in remorse. In pain. Her eyes wide. She stares at them, pleading. Laurie. Oh, God. What have I done? Oh, God. Lee. No. Make it stop. Take it back. No. I don't want these memories. Please. She pounds her head. Pulls at her hair. Josie rushes to her. Embraces her. Laurie sobs. Josie glares at Kibner, who gives her a satisfied smirk. That's how you get through to them. 39. Into Burton Psychiatric Amy's room day. Amy sits on her bed. Her room bare. Her hospitalized life. In a box on the floor. She takes a framed photo from the pile. Goodman, Josie, and Amy. Goodman and Josie kneel close to her. Protectively. Amy is smiling. Sound of a key. Then Frank the orderly enters. Hands her a cup of meds. Amy. I'm not getting out of here, am I? Frank the orderly. Not this week, sweetie. Amy tosses the photo back in the box. Frank gestures to the meds. She takes one. Drinks. Josie slides into the doorway next to Frank. Amy, what's the matter? Josie. Nothing. One of those days. Josie stares at Amy. Amy, don't look at me that way. I should be scarfing down a Big Mac and a bucket of Haagen-Dazs instead. I get these tasty bitches. Josie, Amy, why? What were you thinking? Frank takes the cue and steps into the hallway. Amy, I don't... Fucker is what I was. Thinking. I saw her and... Fuck, I lost it. So stupid. Fucking stupid. Josie, you're sorry. That's good. 40. Amy, I'm sorry I'm still here. You should be giving me a high five instead of standing there shrinking on me. You were there too, Josie. Or have you forgotten why you can't wear a bikini in public? Josie reacts as if she was struck. Amy immediately knows she went too far. Amy, shit, I'm sorry, I'm so... Laurie, it's okay. Amy, Michael Myers gave me my scar, not Laurie. Michael Myers tried to kill you, not Laurie. Amy, she shut me in a coffin with my headless boyfriend. I can't just pretend that didn't happen. Josie, no, you can't. But Amy, Michael Myers traumatized Laurie too. She was attacked, just like me. Just like you. In fact, worse. Michael destroyed her family, her friends, everything and everyone she's ever cared about. And she's trying, Amy. Laurie is trying to make it back, just like you. It wouldn't hurt to cut her some slack. Amy stares at the floor, in deep thought. Josie nods to Frank. He closes the door. We hear it lock. Alone, Amy feetles on the bed, cries. Her POV, dulling effects of the medication. The room swims, and the door clicks. Amy swings around. 41. The door's open. She gets up. The room spins around her. Amy lurches and sits back on the bed, a hand on her shoulder. She wheels around to find herself face to face with Laurie. Laurie, Josie's right. I'm just like you. Amy scrambles backwards across the bed, pushes herself into the corner as Laurie reaches out, caresses Amy's cheek. Laurie leans in. Her lips inches from Amy's. Amy, please, don't. Amy shuts her eyes, presses her face into the wall. Close on Amy's eye. It opens. Pull back to reveal the hand on her face. It's not Laurie's. It's massive. Amy whips around. Michael, knife overhead, smashing down at us, and Amy screams and screams, rolls off the bed. She looks up as the door closes. She covers her face, screams. The door flies open, revealing Josie. Josie, Amy, what happened? Amy backs away from her, still screaming. Into Burton's psychiatric common room day. The screams echo through the ward. Kibner ignores them as he chats with Desmond, the orderly Laurie was fucking. But most of the girls are agitated. One screams just like Amy. It's unsettling. Until Gina turns on the screamer. 42, Gina. Fuck the shut up before I pound. Your head! Screamer goes silent. Dr. Kibner. Thank you, Miss Gina. Eloquent. Desmond, they always like this. Dr. Kibner. You asked to be transferred to this wing, kid. Man up or go back. Laurie slips into the room. She brushes by Des. Her hand barely touches his. Then sits at the back. Watches TV with the others. On television as TV commercial comes on. 2 more days till Halloween. 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 2 more days till Halloween. Silver. Shamrock. Gina and the others start to sing along. Laurie leans back, the song echoing in her head until Kibner changes the station. Dr. Kibner. Enough of that crap. Next, Desmond's duplex night. Desmond climbs from his car, moves wearily toward a duplex. In Desmond's duplex kitchen night. Desmond enters through the back door, drops his keys and sunglasses on the counter as Crystal, 23, enters with an iron in hand. Crystal, hey there, my sexy man. She plugs in the iron, sits it on the ironing board, and embraces him. Big kiss. He cups some ass. 43. There are pumpkins throughout the kitchen. Some carved into jack-o'-lanterns, some awaiting design. There's a complicated Halloween costume in a knotted ball on the kitchen table. We can only sort of tell what it is. The kiss breaks. Crystal, there's a list on the coffee table. Go, I need to iron. Desmond, list for what? Crystal, to-do list. She crosses to the iron, starts untangling the costume. Crystal, for all the decorations. Come on, babe. Halloween approaches. Desmond nods. May as well get it over with. Inch, Desmond's duplex living room night. The living room is filled with Halloween decorations. Bodies, tombstones, etc. Desmond snatches the fuck-long list from the coffee table. Doorbell rings. On door as it opens. Revealing Goodman. He flashes a badge through the security gate. Goodman. Inspector Cooper Goodman. Mind if I ask you a few questions about Laurie Strode? Desmond shoots a glance into the kitchen. Crystal, OS. Who is it? Desmond, it's about work. Goodman. Mind if I come in? 44. Desmond shrugs, leads Goodman to the couch. Goodman sits, sets his cell on the table, pulls out a pad. Desmond, I remember your face from the papers. You were there the night Michael attacked Laurie. Goodman, that what she told you happened. Desmond, you think she's lying. Goodman, like you said, I was there that night. Desmond, she also said you had her mother illegally cremated so you could put a trophy on your mantle. She lying about that too. Good man. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I don't have a mantle. Tell me about her. You spent the last year with her. How does she seem? Mentally? Desmond. Sad. Got depressed a lot, but she was tough. Learning to walk again. Ain't easy. You want to know if I think she's crazy? Good man. I do, Desmond. She seemed fucked up, not crazy. She had nightmares, but wouldn't talk about them. Wouldn't much talk about him either. She acted like somebody who wanted to forget. That don't seem crazy, and I worked around a lot of crazy. Goodman scribbles in his pad, nods. 45. Goodman. Okay then. I think this'll do it. Oh, and how long have you been fucking her? Desmond's head jerks toward the kitchen. The refrigerator door is open. Only Crystal's ass is visible. Desmond leaps up and motions Goodman toward the door. XT, Desmond's duplex, front door, night. As they step out into the chilly autumn evening. Goodman, you know, I can have you fired for fucking patients in your care, especially cop killers unfit to stand trial. Desmond, look, please, man, I know it was a bad idea. I know I shouldn't have, but I'm telling you. The girl they said did those killings, it wasn't Laurie. It was not Laurie Strode. Goodman, you're right. It was Angel Myers. Laurie Strode's a made-up name, a figment. Count yourself lucky, because you were fucking the sister of one of the most prolific serial killers in American history. You really think that's a good idea? Desmond swallows. Michael Myers is dead. Everyone says so, Goodman. They always say so, and he always comes back. I'm just glad I wasn't the one boning his sister. Goodman limps toward his car. Desmond watches, nervous, then goes back inside. 46. Inti, Desmond's duplex, living room night. Des locks the security gate, then the door. Sighs, feels like he just got away with it. He crosses toward the kitchen, then sees Goodman's cell phone, where he left it. Desmond? Great. In Desmond's duplex kitchen night. Des enters. Desmond, stupid cop, forgot his... He stops. The iron sits on the board, steams. Back door open. Desmond, Crystal. No answer. Des leans outside. Desmond? Crystal? Nothing. She's not there. He steps back in, closes the door, and standing in the corner of the kitchen, a giant with a white sheet draped over his head, like some massive ghost, only malignant. He's wearing Des's glasses. Into Goodman's car night. Goodman fumbles for his phone. Remembers. Goodman. Shit. He jerks the wheel. Int. Desmond's duplex. Kitchen night. Des stares at the ghost. Frozen. 47. The ghost doesn't move. Doesn't breathe. Desmond. Whispers. Crystal. Des reaches for the ghost and whips off the sheet, revealing a dressmaker's dummy with a wig head attached. Des shakes his head, and the pantry door flies open behind him. Des screams, falls back into the dummy, knocks it over. Its head topples off, falling at his face. Laughing Crystal swishes before him, fully done up in her dead sexy costume that's half cat, half demon, all fuckable. Sound of a car pulling up. Lights swish across the windows. Crystal, looks like your cop friend's back. Got his phone. Inti, Desmond's duplex living room night. Des crosses toward the door. Desmond, I'll take it to him. Michael steps out of the shadows, behind Crystal. Holy fuck. Coveralls, white mask, Michael fucking Myers. Grabs a knife from a cutting block and rams it in her throat. Desmond reacts to the splack sound. Spins as the shape yanks Crystal out of sight into the kitchen. Desmond, Jesus. He stares, stunned. Was that real? Help, run. He turns, rushes toward the front door, grabs a bat from an umbrella stand and runs back to the kitchen. 48. Inti, Desmond's duplex kitchen. Michael's gone. Crystal's gone. There's blood on the floor. Knock at the front door. Des stares at the blood. Oh, God, it leads to the basement. Door, wide open. Wooden stairs lead to darkness. Tries the light switch. Nothing. Desmond? Crystal. Fuck this. Desmond. Hey, help. XT. Desmond's duplex front door night. Goodman stands at the front door as Desmond, OS. Cop, are you out there? Help. He's in here. Myers is in here. Goodman draws his weapon, slams against the door. He spins and heads down the back steps, limping fast. Int. Desmond's duplex, kitchen night. Des crosses towards the back door, flings it open, and Michael is standing there. Myers grabs him, slams him onto the table, snatches the steam iron. Des screams. Michael rams it towards his face, but stops, with it just a centimeter from his eye. Michael then glances down, Des' body, and back swings the iron, smashing it with inhuman force into Des's crotch. Des shrieks. 49. Then Michael hammers the iron into Des's face, over and over and over. Steam erupts right at us in horrific 3D with every blow. XT, Desmond's duplex back door night. Goodman rushes around the back of the house. He can hear Des screaming. There's a tall fucking gate, and it's locked. He hauls himself over, lands hard, runs, gun ready, up the back stairs, into Desmond's duplex kitchen night. Goodman rushes in. Gun swings back and forth. He slips in. The blood nearly goes down.
Des lies on the kitchen table, face smashed in. In T, Desmond's duplex living room night. Goodman enters, gun first, searches. The front door is now open. Goodman stops, stares, spins behind him. Scared, shitless, expects a trap. He moves toward the door, jumpy as hell. Finally, he stops at the front door. His face sinks. His POV, Crystal's body, is draped prickishly across the hood of Goodman's car. A pumpkin rammed over her head. XT Burton facility morning. The sun rises over the grounds. Yard workers sip coffee before beginning their day. 50, in T, Burton Psychiatric Art Therapy Room morning. Amy sits with her clique of crazies in colorful room filled with the art projects of the mad. And, of course, there's a Halloween theme to all of it. She, Gina, Kat, Margot, and Rabbit sit around a table, drawing, collaging, modeling. Clay generally making a mess. Gina, how come you couldn't keep your shit together for another 20 fucking minutes? You would have been home free. Kat, because Amy didn't want to leave us, alone in here with Austin Powers' fucking sister. Orderly Linda escorts Laurie into the room, then leans against the wall. Amy, keep your voice down. Amy can't hide her feelings as Laurie takes a seat in the opposite corner, alone. Gina, stop it. Amy, I'm just looking. Gina, no, you weren't. You were shooting. Her with your fucking laser vision. Keep that shit to yourself. We're crazy. You're just pissed. Fucking get over it and get out of here. Before you can't. Amy smiles at her. Something she doesn't do often. But then Margot starts singing. Margot, one more day till Halloween. Halloween, Halloween, one more day. 51. With a chuckle, Amy takes her drawing and crosses the room to the supply rack. Selects a number of colored crayons. When she turns to find Laurie standing right behind her. Amy freezes. One of the crayons in her hand snaps. Her drawing flutters to the floor, face down. Laurie, look, it's Amy, right? Amy doesn't respond. Sorry, for what it's worth, and I know it's not worth shit, but I am sorry. Amy finally looks up. Isn't sure how to respond. You're right. That's not worth shit. Laurie casually twists as Gina approaches. Rabbit, Kat, and Margot are with her, but slightly behind. Laurie starts to go, then stops, looks back at Amy. Laurie, I know I hurt you, Amy. I know. And I know I can never make up for it. I can never change who I am. Who my brother is. Amy, don't you mean was? Who your brother was? Laurie was. Yeah, I know. He's dead. But I see him. I close my eyes and he's there. Always. You see him too, don't you? It's all over Amy's face. Yeah. She sees him too. Laurie, you have every right to hate me. So hate me. I know I do. And Laurie exits without looking back. 52. Gina, bitch. Rabbit. Yeah, but I'd fuck her. Gina, you'd fuck her fucking brother. Margot picks up Amy's fallen drawing, turns it over. On drawing, an orange twisted pumpkin face melded with the tattered mask of Michael Myers. Dissolved too, a large photo of Crystal's pumpkin head body draped across Goodman's car. Pulled back to reveal Investigative Division Day. Goodman presses a tack into the crime scene photo then, crosses to his map, puts another red pin in the spiral. Sherman sits on Goodman's desk, scans a case file, then... Sherman, was it him? Goodman, I'm not size. I got nothing. I got no proof. Sherman, but was it him? Goodman turns, stares. The answer all over his face. Sherman, hell. Sherman runs his fingers through his hair. Sherman, I can't shut down the Burton facility without evidence. It's too big. Too many questions. 53. More. I tell them what you think, and they lock us both up in there with the nutters. Goodman, last thing I want to do is shut the place down. Goodman stares at the map, at the dot in the center. Goodman, for the first time since his escape, we know exactly where he'll be. Tomorrow night. Sherman, so? Goodman crosses to the open window, sits on the sill. Goodman, so we set a trap. Sherman, you really think you can catch him? Goodman, I didn't say anything about catching him. Sherman considers, nods. Sherman, this comes back to the department. It's more than just the two of us. They'll shut us down. The whole thing. Pensions, retirement. Good man. That's why you need to start yelling at me. Tell me to clean out my fucking desk. Get me the fuck out of here. But first, I need access to the evidence room. Sherman. Evidence room? Why? Goodman smiles a sly smile and turns toward the window. His eyes go wide. His POV, 54. Sherman, Compton. Michael is standing in the courtyard below, out of the public eye, nearly hidden by a row of bushes. Goodman. Jesus, it's him. Goodman pulls his revolver and races out of the room. Sherman crosses to the window. Stares. Sherman's POV. Just people. Myers isn't there. Below. Goodman limps into the courtyard, approaches the bushes, scans, turns, eyes Sherman above. Sherman shrugs. He saw nothing. Inti, Haddonfield State Police Station, evidence room day. Goodman enters the evidence locker, scans the shelves until he finds what he's looking for. C4, detonation cord, timers. Goodman carefully collects the items in a box. Inti, Burton, psychiatric Amy's room night. The lights are out. Amy gazes out the barred window at the starry night. Music plays softly from a digital clock radio. 11:59. Click, midnight. DJ, VO. Happy Halloween, everyone. Amy rolls towards the clock radio. DJ, VO. Get some rest and tune in tomorrow. Night for our live coverage of the Great Pumpkin Halloween Dance in Bliskin Park. Amy hits the button on the clock. It goes silent. She rolls back over to find Michael standing in her open closet. 55. She gasps, rolls from bed, and slams on the light. No Michael. A long coat, some white shoes on a shelf. Her mind playing tricks on her. She climbs back in bed, reaches for the light, decides to leave it on. Into Burton Girls' Sanitarium Wing Bath Hall day. We move down a long hall to a door at the end. Fog spills into the hallway. Int Burton Sanitarium Girls' Dressing Room day. Near the door, a big bulky red phone is locked within a glass case. Orderly Linda leans against the opposite wall, stares into a shower room. Inti Burton Psychiatric Girls' Showers Day. Big, tiled, circular. Partitions separate Cat, Gina, Margot, Rabbit, Amy. Their backs to us as we pan the room. Rabbit. I'm not saying let it grow down to your knees. But what's wrong with a little hair? Cat. I'd love a pretty heart shape. Gina, I'm letting mine grow to my knees. How the fuck did we get conned into running around with 12-year-old vaginas? The phone rings. Gina, new rule. I don't drop my pants until I'm allowed to inspect a fully shorn ball sack. Let those fuckers deal with a razor burn. Rabbit eyes orderly Linda as she crosses the room and vanishes into the mist. 56. Rabbit, Linda again. Why don't we ever get Frank to watch us shower? Margot. Because he's a man. You perv. Rabbit. And she's a lesbian. What's the difference? Cat. I guess if somebody's gonna lust me, I'd rather it were Frank. Rabbit, I'd fuck Frank. Gina, you'd fuck Frank's dad. Amy and Gina step out of the showers, grab their towels. Inti, Burton Psychiatric Girls' Dressing Room day. They navigate through the steam and stop cold, staring at a wall of empty cubbyholes. Amy, where are our clothes? They turn toward the hall. Orderly Linda is gone. The phone doesn't dangle. The cord has been ripped out of it. The handset lies in a puddle on the floor. The security box that housed it, wide open. The keys still in the lock. Amy. Towels held tight. Amy and Gina move toward the open door. A shape moves by. Amy recoils back, slamming into Gina. Gina snatches the keys from the box, folds them between her fingers. The lights go out. 57. Rabbit OS. Hello? I'm trying to soak my tits back here. Gina advances toward the door, dripping and naked, ready to stab whoever's out there with a fistful of keys. Cat, Rabbit, and Margot suddenly round the corner. Cat, who turned out the lights. Margot, we need a candle. Rabbit, no more days to Halloween. Halloween. Hallow. Gina snaps a hand over her mouth. Margot, where the fuck are our clothes? Amy, shh. Some wrapped in towels, some not so much. They move as a unit toward the door. Inti, Burton Psychiatric Lower Hall day. The hall is dark as the girls enter. The fog from the still, running showers doesn't help. There's an open door down the hall, a light shining out. Gina in the lead. As they near the door, the shape steps into the doorway silhouette. Massive. Amy almost faints. The girls backpedal. Even Gina is now scared shitless. In Burton Psychiatric Girls' Dressing Room day. Asses and elbows, the girls slip and fall their way into the shadows. 58. Gina. Who the fuck was that? Amy. It's him. Oh, God. Margot. Him? Who him? You mean him? Cat. Michael Myers.
Someone's coming, getting closer. Gina puts on her game face, leans next to the shower. Entrance. Hand raised ready to drive her fistful keys into whoever rounds the corner. A shadow looms through the swirling steam. Footsteps on, water. A figure steps into the doorway. And Gina lashes out, screams, confusion. The lights pop on. Linda dances in pain before them, hands cupped to her face. Orderly Linda. Son of a fuck. Girls, relax. Holy crap. Gina. Linda, I'm so sorry. I thought you were... I thought... Orderly Linda. You thought what? Linda has a giant gash on her cheek from the keys, but she's distracted by something. The busted phone. Orderly Linda. Jesus, which one of you did that? The girls all look at Orderly Linda. Innocent. 59. Orderly Linda. Put your clothes on. We're going to Kibner. Amy. But our clothes are... She stops. The girls stare. Their clothes are stacked within their cubby holes. XT Pliskin Park Day. The outdoor concert bowl in the local park has been transformed into a giant pumpkin. The stage sits in its mouth. Signs all around. Halloween concert in the park. Dress warm and sponsored by Silver Shamrock. Pan off it to Goodman waiting at the traffic light. He stares at the giant Halloween pumpkin and the workers, walking out of his yawning mouth. The light changes. Int. Goodman's car day. Goodman glances down at the passenger seat and the urn with Deborah Myers' remains, puts the car in drive. Through driver's side window, Michael stands within the mouth of the pumpkin as the car pulls away and he wipes our view. Inti Burton Psychiatric Common Room Day. Amy's huddled in the corner with Gina, Cat, Margot Rabbit. Now dressed, hair wet. Kibner's on his cell phone as Frank and Linda enter. Linda's cheek now bandaged. Dr. Kibner, call you back. Hangs up phone. Well? Linda glares at the girls. Frank glances at them, then 60. Frank the orderly. Nobody's here that isn't supposed to be. Orderly Linda. They're fucking with us. Dr. Kibner. Linda, what's your fucking language? Gina. It was Michael Myers. All but Amy launch in with agreement. It was him. We saw him. Michael fucking Myers. Dr. Kibner. Girls. Look, I appreciate what you went through last year. Miss Amy, but no man. Myers is not here. They try to protest, but he stops them. Dr. Kibner. He's the boogeyman, for Christ's sakes. And even if the boogeyman were real, which he isn't here. Amy. Dr. Kibner. Her voice quiet. He is here. A chill runs through the room. Kibner stares. Josie enters. Josie, I need Amy. In Burton Psychiatric Main Hall Day. Amy and Josie move toward the end of the hall. Josie, you have a visitor. If he gets you worked up, I'd beat his ass. Amy, Goodman's here? Goodman rounds the corner. Big stuffed ladybug in hand. 61. Goodman. Hey, Buttercup. Amy. Cooper. She leaps in his arms. He eyes Josie. Goodman. Hey, sorry about, yelling at you last time. Josie, you have 20 minutes. XT Burton facility. The Gardens Day. The gardens are all barren. What leaves are left fall and swirl in the wind as Amy walks slow so Goodman can keep up. Goodman. What's she like? Laurie. Amy. Weird. Creepy. Probably still a homicidal bitch, but I don't know. She said she was sorry. Goodman. Sorry is easy to say. Amy. Yeah, but Goodman. You want to believe her. Amy. I hate her, but yeah. Goodman. There were 2 murders last night. 5 miles north. One of them worked. Amy. You heard about our scare today? He's already here, Cooper. Goodman. Kibner's goons. Search the place? 62. Amy. Hard to find what doesn't want to be found. Goodman. You know what? Forget it. I'm walking you out of here right now. I have a gun. No one will stop me. Amy pulls away from him. Amy. You said you had a plan. You've been talking about it for a year. Goodman. I said come Halloween he'd find Laurie. That's not much of a plan. And your being in the middle wasn't part of it. Amy. He's not just coming for Laurie. Michael's a dick. Sure, he'll come. For Laurie, but first he'll come for us. For me. For Josie. For you. We stopped him from getting his sister. Michael wants revenge. Goodman rubs his temples, the stress mounting. Amy, you are a soldier. Don't you have some way to blow up the shark? Good man. I might. If I can get him in the clear, because I'm likely to take out a chunk of real estate with him. You're sure he's here? Amy, I'm sure, but we can help. Goodman, we. You and the lunatic fringe? Amy, gotta be mad to kill a madman. Another angle, 63. We see Amy and Goodman turn and head back towards the building. We're in the tree line outside the walled grounds of the institution. Pull back over the massive shoulder of Michael Myers, watching from the shadows. He steps out of frame. Int, Burton Psychiatric Main Hall Day. Josie is waiting outside the common room as Goodman and Amy approach. It's clear something's bothering her. Josie, go on in with the others, Amy. Amy does. Josie glares at Goodman and marches away. Goodman, hey. He ignores him. He limps quickly to catch up. Goodman, hey, what's crawled up your ass? She stops at a closed door, turns on him. Josie, you told her about that orderly's death, didn't you, good man? As a matter of fact, I didn't. Of course, she interrupted me, but... Enter Burton Psychiatric Therapy Office Day. Josie enters, waits for Goodman, then closes the door behind him. She locks it. Josie, you really think filling her head with that crap will? Goodman looses his tie, begins removing it. Goodman, I was there last night, Josie. I saw what happened. I missed him by seconds. 64. Josie slips out of her shoes, untucks her blouse.
Percy, the girls are already bouncing off the walls. We don't need more. He reaches out, unbuttons her blouse. Good man. He's coming, Josie. They have to. Be ready. We all do. She pulls him close, kisses him. Hard, hungry. His shirt comes off. Her blouse, her bra. Good Lord, we get it. They are kindred spirits. Both marked with horrific scars gifted by Michael Myers. Down. His chest from shoulder to hip. Across the length of her back. In Burton's Psychiatric Art Therapy Room Day. Kibner steps in, scans. It's empty except for orderly Linda, who straightens up. Dr. Kibner. Seen Josie? Linda shrugs. Dr. Kibner. She has that interview about Myers at 4. Orderly Linda. If I see her, I'll tell her. Frustrated, Kibner rips a Halloween decoration from the wall. Dr. Kibner. Fucking Halloween. Into Burton's Psychiatric Therapy Office Day. Josie and Goodman are going at it. They're good together. At least, good at this. 65. NT Burton Psychiatric Main Hall Day. Kibner stomps down the hall as Frank exits the common room holding Gina by her ear. Gina looks pissed but knows better than struggle. Kibner ignores her completely. Dr. Kibner. Josie, Frank the orderly. Gina, Dr. Kibner. Have you seen Josie? Frank gestures down the hall. Frank the orderly? Tried her office? Dr. Kibner. Don't you think I would have tried her... Oh, right, her office. He brushes past them, mumbling. NT Burton Psychiatric Therapy Office Day. The sex nears its inevitable conclusion. Goodman makes his face. He's getting loud. Josie laughs, puts a hand over his mouth. Josie, shh. Into Burton Psychiatric Main Hall Day. Kibner hits the door, runs into it, locked. Yanks a key. Ring from his belt, inserts the master key, turns and bursts into the room. NT. Dr. Josie Crane's office day. Other than fish in the tank, the room is empty. The room is dark except for the aquarium's blue glow and small desk lamp. 66. Kibner shakes his head, crosses to her desk. Line 3 is blinking on the phone. He sighs. Sits on the edge of the desk, pops his neck, snatches the receiver, punches line 3. Dr. Kibner. I'm sorry, Dr. Blair is busy with a patient, but as head of the facility, I'd be more than happy to answer any questions you have pertaining to Michael Myers. Into Burton Psychiatric Therapy Office Day. Goodman and Josie lie entwined atop the desk, some of their clothes still half hanging from them. Sweaty, breathing, heavy. Goodman looks around. Goodman. Whose office is this? Josie. For guest doctors. You think I want you spilling your seed all over my desk? Goodman. I'll spill my seed wherever you like. He nibbles her ear. Int. Dr. Josie Crane's office day. Kibner sits where we left him, barely lit by the small lamp and the aquarium. Dr. Kibner. Michael Myers embodies that reptilian part of us all. Whatever humanity he was born with was either beaten or bled out of him over time. That primal instinct for bloodlust was all that remained. Behind Kibner, the darkness suddenly moves. Kibner is not alone and doesn't know it. 67. Dr. Kibner. The importance of Halloween and its rituals to his fantasy, possibly, stem from his fascination with masks that need to become another to deny his human identity, and let this holding on Kibner as we now see the shape of Michael Myers, stepping closer behind him. Dr. Kibner, shape of evil, for lack of a better term, dominate. Halloween is all about hiding who we really are. Allows us to embolden our darker impulses by assuming whatever persona our subconscious aspires to. In the case of Myers, the face he chose was a blank, an emotionless, empty, white void. Michael's arm raises slowly. The desk lamp glints off the massive kitchen knife in his hand. Dr. Kibner, who knows what Myers was truly like under the mask. I think he wore it so long that he may have fully assumed it as his true self, that Michael Myers, in the end, was only the mask. There was, frankly, no one and nothing left beneath it. Michael snatches the phone, hurls it against the wall. Kibner turns as Michael pushes the door to the office closed. Lit only by the desk lamp, Kibner can just make out the shape of a massive figure. Dr. Kibner, oh, fuck, you really are here. Michael's hand wraps around Kibner's throat. Kibner chokes out a single gasp. We see part of this distorted through the fish tank. The fish float in front of us while Kibner fights for his life behind. 68. Michael squeezes and raises the knife. Kibner's eyes widen. Fuck now. And Michael slowly pushes the knife down at his stomach. Kibner tries to hold it off. Dr. Kibner. No, no, no. Seriously. No. Time out. Time out. Kibner kicks, fights. The desk lamp knocks over. Light shines up at Michael at a ghastly angle. Kibner snags a stapler from Josie's desk. Michael presses the blade on Kibner's flesh. Kibner smacks the stapler into Michael's hand, embedding staple after staple into Michael's flesh, until Michael jerks his hand away. Then, we're looking through the aquarium. As Kibner's head is rammed through the glass, the fish scatter, and Michael saws Kibner's head back and forth on the broken glass edge, cutting his head off, letting it float in front of us. Blood clouds the water. In T. Burton Psychiatric Therapy Office Day. Josie and Goodman dress. Goodman. So I guess you forgive me for yelling at you? She doesn't answer. Stares. Goodman. Josie? Josie. I saw it in Amy's face. I see it in yours. Jesus. He's back, isn't he? He's really back. Think I was in denial. 69. Goodman. We all deal with trauma differently. Josie. If he's back, I want him dead. I want him dead, and I want him to bleed first. He fucking cut me. Fucker deserves. Goodman. Whoa. Easy there, Tex. Goodman pulls her close. Goodman. Stay with the girls. Josie. You're gonna do the thing with the ashes? Goodman. Gonna try. Josie. I thought you were crazy. Goodman. Let's hope so. I'm told only the mad can kill a madman. He kisses her on the forehead. Then, Josie. Okay, me first. Wait a bit. XT Burton Psychiatric Main Hall Day. Josie slips out quickly, casually, and moves down the hall, never looks back at the shape, out of focus, looming, in background, into Burton Psychiatric Group Therapy dusk. The sun hangs low on the horizon. The room fading. Chairs in, a circle. Room decorated in Halloween, but happy Halloween. Smiling bats, grinning skeletons. There's a lit pumpkin. The girls are gathering. Some in costume. Our focus on Amy and Gina. They watch as Laurie enters. 70. She sees them, takes a chair farthest away. Amy, if this is going to work, we'll need her on our side. Gina, no way. Look at her. She knows. You hate her. She'll never trust you. And she sure as shit won't trust us. Amy, maybe? Josie enters in a rush, realizes her skirt is skewed, straightens it. Josie, sorry I'm late. The remaining girls take their seats. Amy sits directly, across from Josie. The 5 girls try not to watch. Laurie, but fail. Laurie notices, looks worried, nervous, and Josie doesn't miss any of it. Dissolve to Burton Psychiatric Group Therapy Night. The windows are dark now. Josie, so, in this safety zone that we've all created, is there any last thing any of you want or need to say to anyone else? Amy stands quickly. Amy, Laurie, Josie is surprised.
Gina and the girls are, oh shit, Amy, Laurie, deep breath, just want to say thank you. 71. More. For the apology. I know it wasn't easy, but I'm gonna try. It won't be easy. Forgetting won't be easy, but all I can do is try. Josie. Laurie, I know you are new to our group, so if you'd rather wait. Laurie stands, wrings her hands. Laurie, Amy, her voice cracks, eyes well with tears. Laurie, what he did, to you, to me, to my family. I'm so sorry. Tears roll down her cheeks. Laurie, it's been a long time since anyone has, forgiven me. Laurie moves quickly. Before anyone can react, she throws her arms around Amy, holds her tight, sobs. Gina looks ready to spring. Amy looks shocked. Then, her own eyes well with tears. Her hands rise. She embraces Laurie. They sob together. Then, Laurie turns her head, her lips near Amy's ear. Whispers, Laurie, my brother's here, and he's gonna cut you from your throat to your cunt. Amy flinches like she's been shot, pushes away from Laurie. Laurie's face is deadly neutral, haunted. Josie can see that Amy's been stunned. Josie, what's wrong? 72. Amy, conted. Amy's confusion boils to rage. She dives at Laurie, screaming and punching, biting. Laurie goes down, curls into a ball. The girls are up, block Josie from interceding. Orderly Frank leads the charge to break it up. Linda and a couple random orderlies behind him. In the fray, Josie is slugged. She stumbles backwards, hits her head. Gina and Margot rush to her. Frank and Linda pull Amy off of Laurie, who fetals, her nose bleeding. Random orderlies attend to her. In T. Burton Psychiatric Restraint Room night. Frank and Linda struggle to get Amy in restraints. Amy, no, he's already here, and she knows it. She's with him. No, her legs are bound. Frank works on the last arm. Frank the orderly. Go, I got this. Amy, Frank, please, listen to me. Linda rushes out. In T. Burton Psychiatric Main Hall night. Random orderlies lead the girls back to the common room. As soon as the orderlies turn the corner, Gina slides up next to Laurie and grabs her arm, twists it behind her back. Gina, I don't know what you did, bitch, but you're gonna pay for it. Orderly Linda snatches Gina by the hair. Orderly Linda, let her go, Gina. 73. Gina does. Laurie turns, looks wounded, hurt, flees into the common room. Linda shoves Gina into the room. In T. Burton Psychiatric Common Room night. There's a tidal wave of madness rising, and no way that random orderlies nor Linda can get it under control. Into Burton Psychiatric Restraint Room night. Amy struggles in vain against the restraints. Frank turns from a locked cabinet. Now open, he prepares a syringe. Amy, no, don't. Laurie said he's here. She said it? Michael's here. Frank moves to her. He sympathizes, but he has a job to do. Amy, Frank, don't inject me with that. Frank the orderly. Look, all this will do is calm you. Amy, no, it'll make me fucking stupid. Frank, don't. Josie, help me. Frank the orderly. Amy, stop this before you hurt yourself.
74. Josie, give me that. She jerks the syringe away from him. Frank the orderly. What? Josie, go help Linda. Frank turns to go. Josie. And Frank, just be careful. He may be here. Frank the orderly. He, as in him. You told me that was impossible. Josie, just be careful.
Frank nods, exits. Josie takes a breath, looks at Amy. The lights go out. Lights out montage. Lights go out throughout the facility. Limping the grounds outside, Goodman notices, shit. Emergency lights kick on. Only dim pools the fuck dark. This the ignition they've all been waiting for. Several crazy girls take off running from the common room, and the floodgates open. The rest of the girls scatter. Screams of the damned echo everywhere. It's bedlam. In T. Burton Psychiatric Common Room night. Orderly Linda grabs another orderly. Orderly Linda, you got this. I'm gonna go get the lights back on before they tear this place apart. 75, Gina. Wheels around for Laurie. But Laurie's gone. In T. Burton Psychiatric Restraint Room night. One ankle free. Josie works on Amy's other as screams from the hallway. Both girls jump. Sounds of patients running down the hall. Frank, the orderly, OS. Hey, get back here. No, don't do all that. Ah, man. Glass shatters. Josie. Jesus. Josie throws open the door.
and Michael is standing there. He slams his hand into Josie's throat, yanks her toward him. The door closes behind her. Amy sees Josie lift off her feet through the door's window. Into Burton Psychiatric Main Hall night. Josie swings the syringe, the only weapon she has. But Michael catches her wrist. Josie struggles. Michael twists the syringe from her, then aims its tip at Josie's face. Josie fights hard, kicks, grab. But Michael's cutting off her air. The needle comes closer and closer to her eye. It drips, massive and right at her. In Burton Psychiatric Restraint Room night. Amy struggles, desperate to get free. She's about to watch Josie die. 76. In Burton Psychiatric Main Hall night. The needle pushes on Josie's contact lens, presses until its beveled sides pop. Kerak! A baton slams across the side of Michael's head. Frank has come in swinging for the bleachers. Swings again. Cracks Michael in the back. Michael drops Josie and the syringe. His hands clap Frank's head. The big orderly grunts, drops his baton. Tries to pull Michael's hands away. No use. Michael forces him to his knees, pulls out his knife. Rams it into Frank's throat. Into Burton's Psychiatric Main Stairs knife. Goodman charges up the stairs at the far end of the hall. His POV. Josie scrambles back into the restraint room. As Michael looms over Frank. His knife in Frank's neck, Frank screams. His voice tears like, "Hoo, pal!" A bullet spins Michael where he stands. Goodman aims from the top of the stairs. Shoots again. Michael jerks with the impact as Frank's body drops from Michael's hands. Only it's missing something. Michael turns and hurls Frank's head right at us. It comes spinning at Goodman. He shoots. 77. Hits the head, causing it to alter its spin. Then Frank's head nails Goodman, knocking him ass backwards down. The stairs into. A rush of mad patients running up the stairs, all cackles, screams, and insanity. Into Burton Psychiatric Restraint Room night. Josie's works a wrist strap as the door bursts open. It's Michael. Amy. Jesus, faster. Josie gets one arm free just before he backhands her across. Amy! Pure havoc. Josie tries to fight, but she's no match. Michael takes Josie by the throat, lifts her, then hammers, her against the back wall. Her feet dangle. Amy screams, struggles to free her other wrist. Michael slices his knife across Josie's stomach, slow, evil, draws blood. Josie lashes out, catches Michael's mask in her fingers, and yanks it off, revealing Michael's true face. The mask he wore in the ambulance has melted into his flesh. Josie can't tell where the scars end, and the mask begins. Enraged, Michael slams her against the wall. Bam! Bam! Josie drops, bleeding, unconscious. Amy leaps from the restraint bed, flings open the door, spies the syringe. Close on Michael's mask. He grabs it, slips it back on, then glares down at Josie. He white-knuckles his knife, raises it over his head, and Amy. Michael, leave her alone. 78. Michael turns, sees her in the doorway as she hurls the syringe right at the shape. It nails him in the eye. Michael rockets back, the syringe protruding from the mask. Amy, what's wrong, you pussy? Michael yanks the syringe out. Blood spatters toward us. He lunges for Amy. Fuck, that was fast. She stumbles backwards into the hall. Into Burton Psychiatric Main Hall. Night. Amy slips, gains her feet, and runs. Michael staggers into the hall, hand cupped over his eye. He throws out his other hand out as if confused, disoriented. He drops to his knees and falls over. Another angle. As Amy stops, turns, her back to the stairs. She doesn't breathe, doesn't move. She watches. Michael just lays there. Amy backs into the wall, slides down it. Her eyes lasered. Onto Michael. Int Burton Psychiatric Kitchen night. A large industrial kitchen. Quiet ceiling fans loom above, motionless in the power outage. A shadow enters, frantic. Pulls into a big close-up. It's Laurie, alone, determined. Crosses to the loading dock door. Locked. Looks out into the dining area. Doc, she stops at a locked glass cabinet. Smashes the glass. It's full of knives, cleavers, all sizes, lots of them huge. 79. Gina, OS. Hey! Laurie spins to see Gina standing across the kitchen. Gina, you're dead, bitch. Gina shoves a mop between two stoves, breaks the head off. She raises the splintered spear, its tip deadly sharp. Laurie grabs for the knives. But a figure moves fast behind her, tackles her into the knife cabinet. Blades go everywhere. One sails right at Laurie's face, but a hand snatches it midair. Gina catches it, stops the knife from slicing Laurie's face. Rabbits with her. They yank Laurie from the knife cabinet. Shove her into a rolling chair, the splintered mop handle pressed against her neck. Gina, you think you do crazy, bitch. We eat crazy. Then a long riot of duct tape being pulled. Iron in Burton Psychiatric main stairs night. Clothes on Goodman, on his back. Eyes flutter, face grimaces. He sits up. Goodman, Jesus. Frank's head, tucked lovingly under his arm, rolls away as Goodman scrambles to his feet. Amy, Otis, Cooper. He looks toward the top of the stairs. Amy stares at him, rises to her feet and rushes toward him. 80. She leaps in his arms. Good man. Where's Josie? Amy. She's hurt. I think Michael's over Amy's shoulder. Michael walks to the top of the stairs. Goodman. Oh, hell. Into Burton Psychiatric foot of stairs night. Goodman and Amy cut a sharp right and flee down the hallway. We hold on the stairs as Michael's shadow moves into sight. Goodman and Amy's footsteps fade. The shadow then stops. A door opens. Kat and Margot appear from the opposite direction. Michael's shadow ascends until gone. Kat, it's clear. Come on, this way. She leads Margot up the stairs. Into Burton Psychiatric main stairs night. Margot, if Amy's having quite time, then how we get her out? Hey, Kat, I don't know, but we can't do this without her. Kat trips, falls flat on her face. She looks back. Margot shines the light on Frank's headless body, then backs into someone standing there. Someone who has been standing there against the wall the whole time. 81. Michael. Kat's up, shoves Margot. They scramble back down the stairs. Into Burton Psychiatric kitchen night. Kat and Margot burst through the double doors past a decorative display of unlit pumpkins. Kat. Here he comes. They vanish as Michael's face appears in the small window. POV through kitchen window. At the other end of the room, Laurie is tied to the chair. Close on Laurie as she sees him. Her face goes cold. Anticipation. Confusion. Her POV. He backs slowly away from the window. Is gone. Another angle. Kat hides with Gina in a position of ambush. Both have knives taped to the ends of wooden mop handles, essentially spears. Gina also has a cleaver. Gina, where is he? Across the room. Rabbit Margot, hide, also with weapons. Laurie in the center, taped to the chair. Clothes on Laurie's hands. She slips a hidden paring knife from her waistband. Into Burton Psychiatric maintenance stairs. Night. Goodman and Amy race up to find a metal gate extended across the stairs. Locked. Goodman gazes back down the long, dark hallway. 82. Goodman. Why didn't he follow us? Amy. Cooper, look. XT. J. Burton Society. Backgrounds night. Linda pours gas into a giant generator. Another orderly is wrangling a shrieking patient. Several must have escaped. Over her shoulder. We can just make out Goodman and Amy pounding from the shadows within. Zero noise. Enter Burton Psychiatric maintenance stairs. Night. They stop, exhausted. Amy. Fucking safety glass. Goodman. We gotta go back. Into Burton Psychiatric kitchen night. Gina and Rabbit on one side. Kat and Margot on the other. Laurie is still in the middle. Gina. Fuck this. Gina starts to rise when there's a squeak. Something rushes towards the kitchen doors. On fire. The pill cart, and on it, pumpkins, filled with burning paper, flickering, glowing, burst through the double doors. Margot, the firebug, sees the flames and immediately steps from hiding, drawn to it. Kat. Oh, fuck, Margot now. Kat breaks from cover, reaches for Margot. 883. Gina, no, over Rabbit's shoulder. As Michael smashes through the glass window from the dining room, snags a handful of Rabbit's hair. Gina spins, spears Michael's arm. He lets go, retreats. The girls fan out, approach the shattered window as, over their shoulders, Michael eases through the double doors, moves toward Laurie. The girls continue to move toward the window overlooking the big, dark dining room. Not breathing. Silent. Michael gently pushes Laurie behind him. Squeak, squeak. The girls shriek, spin, weapons held awkwardly before them. Laurie spins her chair to watch. Only a slight tremor in her face betraying the conflict she still feels. The girls are terrified but crazy, and crazy helps a lot. Gina roars. The others follow suit. Suddenly they charge Michael. They ram him with their makeshift spears like insane sexy cave girls trying to slaughter a grizzly. Rabbit's blade bites Michael in the shoulder. He grabs it, rams it back with the force of a pile driver. It goes through Rabbit's mouth and out the back of her head. She staggers back. Michael grabs the spear tip, bats it into the floor. It sticks and Rabbit slides down the shaft, coming at us. Gina. Oh, Gina rushes in. Shunk right in Michael's chest. 84. Michael spasms, teeters. Margot and Kat snap out of it. Shunk, shunk, a spear to the ribs. Another below his shoulder.
They drive him back. He crashes backwards into table, shatters it. Michael lands hard, lays still. The girls stare, frozen. Then, Kat, Jesus, we did it. Gina looks from Rabbit's twitching body. And as one, Gina, Kat, and Margot turn their heads to face Laurie. Gina, now the only Myers left is her. Firelight from the burning pumpkins on the cart cast long, flicker shadows of the girl warriors over Laurie's face. Laurie pushes back slowly in her chair. It wheels away from the savage sisters. Margot, after she's dead, I want to burn her. As one, the girls hunch over, stalking closer. Madness in their eyes. Their bloody spears ready to rip Laurie to shreds. Michael sit up behind them. Laurie sees it. Hint of a smile mixed with dread. A massive hand snags Margot by the back of the neck and flips her backwards through the air. She screams as Michael smashes her full body onto the flaming pumpkins. He takes a step and smashes a knife through her, pins her to the flaming pill cart, preventing her from rolling off. Fire consumes her. Wailing panic. Pain? 85. Gina and Kat whirl, blades up. Michael snatches Kat's spear, breaks the blade off with a forearm swing, slashes Kat across the face. She stumbles backwards, trips ass first into a waste bin near the wall. She struggles to get out. Face bleeds, cut like the Joker. She looks up as Michael shoves the flaming Margot pill cart straight at Kat. Kat's eyes go wide as Margot's fiery face flies right at her. Burning pills and debris shower at us like meteorites of flaming pain. Gina backs away right into Laurie. Now cut free. Laurie presses the tiny knife to Gina's throat. Hesitates. She can't do it. She lowers her trembling hand. Gina jerks away from her. Spins, snatches the cleaver from her belt, but Michael grabs her arms, yanks her close. The cleaver clangs to the floor. He pins her arms with both hands, raises her to his face as, while still dark, the two microwaves click, the clocks glow, the power restored, and big silver-bladed ceiling fans hum to life. Michael, Gina, and Laurie all look up. Oh, fuck. Michael raises Gina slowly, closer and closer to the fan. Gina screams. Laurie watches in horror, shrinks to the floor, as Michael pushes Gina's head into the blades. Blood flies, showering all over Laurie. She shakes in the spray. Her mind is ripping inside her. 86. Into Burton Psychiatric Lower Hall night. The kitchen door windows flicker from firelight as Goodman appears, gun in hand, Amy behind him. In the Burton Psychiatric kitchen night, they enter slowly and stare at the grotesque nightmare. Gina's body swings from the ceiling fan. Amy gasps, shaken. Goodman ignores the flaming bodies. The door to the loading dock at the back is open. Amy grabs a fire extinguisher, blasts the burning remains. XT Society loading dock night. Goodman steps out, cautious, watchful. Amy appears behind. Him, cleaver, now in hand. As they round a corner, they see a ramp leading up to the service entrance of the hospital. Halfway up, stumbles Laurie, covered in blood, unarmed. And at the top of the hill, in silhouette, Michael. Goodman. Laurie, you don't have to go. With him. Both Michael and Laurie turn. It's the same movement, the same nuance. Almost choreographed. A beat. Laurie looks up at her brother, then back to Goodman. Laurie, I have nowhere else to go. She turns and runs after Michael. Sirens approach from the distance. Goodman leaps awkwardly from the loading dock, then limps quickly toward the rear parking lot. 87. Amy, what are you doing? They're getting away. XT. Goodman's car night. Opens his door, grabs the urn with Deborah Meyer's ashes. Amy, what good is that other than a distraction? Good a man. Michael's got a thing for his mother. Now old Mum's gonna have something for him. He pops the lid, revealing the wad of C4 and timer. Good man. Anything happens to me, you set the timer like so. When he see this, he's gonna want it like a motherfucker. So the trick is to set the timer short enough to catch it. Him not so short as you get blown. To fuck with him. Amy nods. Goodman slides a telescoping nightstick into his belt, slams the door, and they're on the move. Goodman, come on, before we lose them in the crowd. Amy, crowd, what crowd? As Amy and Goodman top the hill, their POV, Pliskin Park, is spread out before them. The giant pumpkin gazes up the hill at them. Red and blue lights strobe down. There. We can hear distant bullhorn announcements. Amy, if we can find him, what's your plan? 88. Oh, just march up, hand it to him, and blow up a couple hundred moms, dads, and kids in the process? Good man. We'll just have to be patient, unless you have a better idea. Amy? I think I do, actually. XT. Pliskin Park night. Police cruisers idle. The insane roam free, blend with the Halloween crowds that leave the concert at the Pumpkin Bowl in the park. It's chaos. Cop bullhorn ba-oh. Repeat, the event has been cancelled. Please return to your vehicles, return to your homes. Cops try to separate the crazies for the parties. With all the costumes and wild behavior, it's hard to tell. And moving through this crowd, almost invisible in the sea of revelry and insanity, Michael and Laurie. Cop car screeches to a stop in front of them. Michael presses into the crowd, blends into a sea of masks. But Laurie walks amongst the crowd. She skirts the clash between crazies and drunks. Another angle, as the last of the crowd empties out of the Pumpkin Bowl. The concert area behind the temporary fence is almost empty. Someone screams. Laurie tenses. But it's just a reveler as they race past. She relaxes as, click, Laurie looks down at her wrist. There's a handcuff locked on it, connected to Amy, 89. Amy, contact. Laurie's eyes betray the loss of her freedom. She looks to the cops. Amy suddenly jerks her. Amy, come with me, and this can all be over. The cleaver is stuffed in Amy's jeans. Laurie reaches for it, but Amy punches her in the face. Laurie looks back for Michael. Can't see him. Laurie, you really think Michael will let you do this? You're dead, Amy. Unlock these and let me go, Amy. Sorry, Laurie, angel, whoever you are, but there's only one way this ends. And I need you to end it. Laurie, your friends tried that, and now Amy yanks her so hard she shuts up. Empty. Great pumpkin night. Empty of people. Amy swings Laurie through the fence, shoves her up the center aisle of folding chairs towards
The stage, the mouth of the giant pumpkin, where Goodman waits, urn in one hand, his gun in the other. Close on Laurie. She sees Goodman become Michael. Delusional Michael stands in the mouth of the pumpkin. Laurie drops to a knee, jerks Amy down. Amy, what are you? Goodman. Amy, get her up here. 90. Amy glares at him. Amy, I'm trying. Michael steps up behind Goodman. Amy, no. Goodman sees the look on her face, tries to move, but Michael hammers a knife into Goodman's back. Goodman lurches forward, trips, falls. His gun slides off the stage, lands 10 feet in front of Amy. Laurie spies it, goes for it. Amy snaps Laurie off her feet with the cuffs. Laurie crashes down on top of Amy. Folding chairs go airborne. The cleaver skitters, pumpkin mouth. Michael approaches Goodman as Goodman swings his telescoping nightstick into the side of Michael's face. Michael stumbles back. Laurie snatches the fallen, the cleaver. Looks up as Amy swings a folding chair at her. Laurie blocks it with the cleaver, shoves it back at Amy. Wham! Amy falls backwards. Michael thunders the knife at Goodman's face. Goodman barely rolls away, but the knife bites into his shoulder. Goodman groans, tries to crawl away. Michael wraps an arm around his throat, yanks the knife free, then slices down across Goodman's gut. Blood gushes. Michael lets Goodman drop. 91, onto the urn. Goodman, bleeding, feetles around the urn. His fingers open the lid. He starts the timer. 0.60 seconds. Tick, tick, tick. Michael rises behind him. Goodman wheels around, holds out the urn in bloody fingers. Goodman, Michael, your mother. What's left of your bitch whore mama. Blood bubbles from Goodman's mouth. Michael's head cocks, looks at the lid. A smear of crimson across. Deborah Myers. Michael reaches for the remains of his mother. Goodman, take it, you son of a bitch. Michael grabs the urn. His blank eyes fix on the lid. Goodman immediately rolls away, starts crawling, but a heavy hand grabs his leg, yanks him back. Goodman twists to see Michael reeling him in closer, driving his mighty hand into Goodman's throat, the other hand reaching another angle. Laurie straddles Amy, punches her over and over. Finally, Laurie hefts the cleaver in Amy's face. Laurie, you're right. This ends. Now, goodbye, Amy. Amy cringes as Laurie raises the cleaver over her head and drives it down onto her own wrist. Laurie cuts off her own hand. She rears back, flinging her hand at us with a painful wail and spray of blood. 92. Michael turns. Amy reacts in horror. She didn't expect that. Neither the fuck did we. Amy scrambles back as Michael stands tall, the boogeyman in the mouth of a giant pumpkin. The very icons of Halloween. And Michael starts towards Laurie, the urn in one hand, his knife in the other. His gait is even, slow, inevitable, and relentless. Amy looks to Laurie, cradling her hand, blood running out. Tick, tick, tick. Laurie, I'm sorry. I just want it all to stop, please. Michael comes down the center stairs from the stage. Amy looks with compassion at Laurie as the shape hovers over her. Amy scrambles away. Michael, still holding the urn, ignores Amy's retreat. He stops over Laurie. Blood runs from where her hand should be. She will not survive. Laurie, Michael, I'm not you. Tick, tick, tick. Amy darts around Michael, heads for Goodman. There's blood everywhere on the stage. Goodman's barely breathing. She's halfway up the stairs to the stage when Goodman suddenly lurches up to his knees. He grabs at his bloody stomach. Amy's hit the stage when Goodman raises his hand to stop her. Goodman, no, 93. He pulls open his bloody shirt, revealing the C4 and timer shoved into the gash in his stomach. 2, 1. Amy throws herself back. Goodman explodes. A spray of blood and fire. Total disintegration. A massive concussion wave rocks outward. Amy is hurled into the seats. The great pumpkin catches fire. Flames plume out of its eyes, its mouth. Michael is barely shaken by the blast. He looks back at the giant pumpkin now engulfed in flames. Then back to Laurie. Laurie, dying, looks up in awe at her brother. The empty ash urn tumbles from his fingers. Michael raises Laurie up, the knife still in his other hand. She looks up into the blank visage of her brother. Then she slowly reaches for his knife with her remaining hand and presses it against her stomach. Michael cocks his head, understanding. Laurie nods, and Michael pulls her close. The knife cuts into Laurie. He holds her to his chest. Life fades. Laurie dies. And Michael lets her slip from his fingers until he stands alone. The killer. The shape, Michael Myers, framed against the massive jack-o'-lantern inferno. Sirens howl closer and closer. Another angle as Amy slowly rises from the wreckage. No sign of Michael. 94. Police cars arrive. Cops approach. Everything goes slow. Sound distorts. Josie is there, bandaged, a mess. She's helped to Amy, throws her arms around her. Amy hugs her and looks out at the storm of police and paramedics. A fire truck wipes her view. And standing there is Michael, on the far side of the road. Clothes on Michael, cold, malignant, eternal. The Halloween theme rising like an anthem of infinite madness. An ambulance wipes the frame, and Michael is gone. Amy, her face haunted as we crane back, the giant pumpkin roaring fire into the night sky. The end. 95. D by Todd Farmer. Halloween 3D by Todd Farmer.